Kenny raising king 4.
10-9 suited's a pretty good hand to take a flop with, even though we got a lot of pressure out there. You got enough stack to play behind. It's not like once you flop a pair of 9s or 10s, you're auto all in. Love to see Mikita continue in some fashion.
He is indeed. He ain't folding. He's going to see the first 3 cards, otherwise known as the flop. And 10 high flop, and it's a pretty good pair of 10s for Mikita.
Kenny probably wants a continuation bet because the big blind in general is going to fold so much. They're not going to float as much because of how short the other players are.
Oh, Bryn may have walked into this one. Just so happens to continuation bet into top pair. It's a fairly dry board. I don't know how many 5s and 3s Mikita's supposed to have in this spot. Bryn having to contemplate whether or not he wants to try to double barrel what hands he thinks will fold now that didn't fold on the flop. And apparently he thinks there are some, but this is not a scare card for Mikita. $945,000.
That is some pressure.
The bet from Bryn.
Knows the 6 is a clean out, the king. And let's just say Mikita has a hand like 5-6, ace 5, ace 3, king 5 suited, king 3 suited. They probably don't really want to call this big of a bet when, like we've been saying over and over again, there's a guy with 10 big blinds left. He is going to make the call here. One more card to go, 16% for Kenny.
So when Bryn gets called twice here,
he puts him on a 10.
He's got to put him on a 10, right?
At least. But most of the time, let's just say like 80.
Sure, when we say, yeah, I mean, look, we never really talk in absolutes, even when we say never or always, or we really are talking about most of the time, a majority of the time. And Bryn catches a pair on the end. There's a 4-card straight board out there now.
Can Kenny make the bluff shove? That'll be so sick.
Should he make the bluff shove, I think is a better question.
Normally you're like, oh, under the gun. You can't represent a 6. That's ridiculous. But the thing is, he knows he can actually represent a 6 because if he's raising king 4 off, so he can raise any hand, right? He knows Badzikouski has more likely a 1-pair type hand. Can Badzikouski have a 6? I want to say no.
Well, he's not going to have a 10 and a 6 generally.
Yeah, it's unlikely. 5-6 probably thought of fold. Oh my god.
He does, in fact, go for it.
Bryn Kenny
bets the vast majority of Badzikouski's remaining chips. $1.5 million, $5 million in the middle.
Have you ever seen a player try to represent the 6 multiple barrels?
Well, before a 6 was even the right
Yeah.
card to rep is the thing. He started betting a straight very early in this hand. Now he's repping like he's had a 6 all along. Man, oh man, Randy, I don't know.
This is tough.
Badzikouski has made some great calls in this tournament. I don't know how you're supposed to fold top pair here, even with this action. I really don't.
It's so hard. Let's think of some. Let's try to put some logic in the hands that he beats. 8-9, Jack 8, Jack 9 are the obvious candidates. Because the other hands, like those inside straight draws, do have may pick up a pair and might just check it. Wow, he lays it down.
Does lay it down. Sometimes I wish I could turn off the hole cards. Sometimes I wish I could just play it from one player's perspective. It's very difficult with that hole card information tainting my knowledge of what's going on here. And I know that if Badzikouski's folding there, he's probably going to be right most of the time.
Attention please. Wanna save 300 euros? Only until the end of this month. Poker Room is ready to pay for you. Academy of Poker course includes group training, 3 personal lessons from professional poker coach, personal manager and bonus, up to 30 euros from Poker Room. Hurry up! The offer extends soon. A link to sign up is in the description under this video.